now that they're in the game, they are changing their drop spots, not actually going head on with the likes of Infinity. They understand themselves the threat from, you know, the Thailand region. It still holds true. And immediately getting shot a little bit, chip damage from Jumper, but nothing too harmful just yet.
Yeah, and Axis Red One definitely is lucky enough to be, of course, facing a micro Uzi instead of other AR options out there. Ventura is all alone over in the playing fields.
Oh,
and Luppy knows that Ventura is just hiding inside the bush. Now, problem is, Ventura has got nothing with him, so this is first blood for NFT Esports.
Not the best to start for FaZe Clan, hoping to pull miracles once again. Tony K gets taken down.
Yikes.
That's
a lot of firepower taken out.
Yeah, I mean, 5, 0, and 2. I mean, this kid brought in majority of their kills in game number 1.
It seemed like VPE is not going to be by the corner of it, so they will have to slowly move towards areas like the outskirts of Pochinki. Now we're also seeing the southeastern side of Ruins to be part of it. FaZe Clan, they're going to be surrounded though, and they only have 2 members. It'll be interesting to see if they can actually make it true.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take immense feat to pull that one off. 2 members with still 16 teams around here. But of course, they can play it slow and let the rest kill each other. And as I say that, Jumper gets taken out. Porsche will secure the kills for the sides of VGM. And they're not even stopping here.
Not at all, and we're looking at DayboT here getting a catch onto Chuang, who's been opening fire. Meanwhile, the rest of RQ will be able to find more in their crosshair. 4 rivals having April from the low ground there, shooting right back at our RQ Ryu. And they don't know where they're getting shot from. Yeah. Pardon me.
All good, man. Everyone recognize the universal language, and that is people getting knocked on the ground, and that is our RQ potentially fallen off here as they get into the cover behind these rocks and smoke. So they will live to tell the tale another day. Still 4 members alive. RRQ will have to find an exit plan. I think most...
Indeed it will. Nipico lobbing one back at Matoy. This isn't going to result well to either side, at least for Team Secret. They have a very good defensive setup coming on. Valmore does find a crosshair onto Appy, though, and ONix having their vehicle blown up by MELA, and that's 2 instant kills for the Infinity. Now, sitting right pretty at the top, tying it with NFT at the moment, but SVAFVEL, he's currently at the open grounds. There's still a little bit of a crease that he can hide from, but 4 rivals will have their attention set upon his side. And SVAFVEL honestly swerved a little bit too hard there. Easy kills coming in for 4 rivals. Wait, got third party.
Yeah.
By who?
Well, it doesn't matter. All that matters is 4 rivals did not get a kill. As a hunter, that is going to feel pretty bad yourself. You know, the last thing you want is to shoot a deer and get a bear taking it away from you. So, Genesis Dogma still in the area, playing it safe on the outside here, but they might just come into contact with one of the teams. I believe that was VGM. Decides not to crash into that compound. Instead, makes a long way into the circle. Probably the wisest of choice, seeing as though 4 rivals is right at the other end. You know, so getting first entry is always a good thing. MSC now takes down one from NFT, though.
PG-13.
Yes. PG-13.
Well, keeping it safe right behind the hills at the very least. Can always fall back to cover, and it was MS Chandburi that has been able to claim the life of SVAFVEL early on. Now, Loopy as well as Rones, they're forced to hide over onto this corner, but it's great that they do have some area of play. Honestly, no, they're always outside. So, okay, mistaken for the color of the teams, right? So, inside of Pochinki, this is where all hells break loose. So, BN now stuck alongside with ONix. ONix, they really have to fight their way out as AKM in the hands of Cat. And I really wonder if White Cat will have 9 lives to survive out of this skirmish inside of Pochinki, while ONix have already got themselves some good position. But White Cat might just be the difference maker because the rest of BN is just right across the compound.
Yeah, and all these times, Axis didn't have to move a single inch because their second drop spot happens to be around School to Pochinki or in the area near Rozhok as well. So because Infinity is playing in this game, they just stay put for the most part. And it seems like they're going to get the opportunity to gatekeep a lot of these teams. Meanwhile, this compound here, ONix up against Van Nam, they'll have to pull something out here. White Cat, although he doesn't need the 9 lives, his claw, it scratches through. It will take out ONix at 16 plays. Finally, the bodies are dropping here. And meanwhile, EVOS Esports up on the hill, prime position to stop any advancement from the back end. And VGM, 4 rivals, and NFT going to get into confrontational zone soon enough, but VGM Troy gets taken out.
MS Chonburi on fire with Pop Zoo, just getting so much out of those situations. Now they're on top of the table already. Meanwhile, there's a lot of fights going on in the middle of the street. 1 sec. We'll be able to find KF and then we'll knock them down. Microboy is also on the ground, proning on his belly as well. I don't think there's any time for revival, but RedFace have saved the day. 4 frags in for EVOS, and they will be able to find even more. RedFace now takes on more. Yangon Galacticos is down and out. 1 frag only for VGM as their loss streak continues once more. Voki by the corners of the street. They might just be able to actually find a few catches there. BN as they rotate across. White Cat already on the ground, but they will need to revive him soon. Here comes another frag, dropping close to the side of FaZe Clan. And 4 rivals. They don't really have the angles, but Korpai, he should be able to save his fallen ally right across.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation, this one. FaZe Clan just above them, 4 rivals peeking across the rooftop here. They have NFT to look out for as well, but 1 wrong peek and 4 rivals. Bumburu cooks up the nade. We'll try and nade that one down forward. Meanwhile, Infinity has got problems of their own, going up against the best from Malaysia. Axis, Red One here, one of the more aggressive teams. #1 in the country league will have to go up against, well, #1 of the country league and country finals of Thailand. Nade gets in. Molotov does not clip onto anyone just yet, so they will be fine as of now. Micah OP, meanwhile, 4 rivals went in for the clear, kills off the entirety of FaZe Clan with only, well, they only had 2 members. So
yeah, they got nowhere to run for sure.
EVOS, meanwhile, though, making an advancement forward. They knock one from Team Secret. They know they've got the cover of smoke and look to play this one out a little bit more longer, but Genesis Dogma has eyes on EVOS. He sees 1, he sees 2. They get knocked down though. Team Secret, they're fighting back. They crippled 2 members of the side of EVOS. Can Genesis Dogma take this one onto another level? Nades goes up forward. It takes out Satar. EVOS VIP, they are on fire.
EVOS, they are just racking up all those points. Now it's only down to DayboT here all alone to fend off the rest of EVOS. While the rest of Genesis Dogma is looking at the back, they have more fish to fry, as EVOS should be able to actually recuperate from that. More shots being fired from the side of Eagle as well. And we're already seeing Neprico catching another grenade of NFT members are falling flat on the ground. Meanwhile, Kachan Susu is the next one to fall. How much can DayboT actually do all alone? I guess he's going to slowly crawl right back. Meanwhile, Axis Red One now gets deleted by Infinity, who's been able to acquire all 4 elimination points.
It was a very costly battle they had, but they came out on top, losing 2 members, but 2 more. Still very potent, this team. RQ this time around has the number advantage, but it's soon good. Oh, GodTunny gets knocked out, leaving 1 member of Infinity left to fight for their flag in this map here. EVOS Esports immediately finds a position. RQ behind cover of smoke, still getting tabbed though. Oh, he gets the nade onto GodTunny that will secure the kill. Still 1 member of Infinity.
April doesn't know.
Oh, he doesn't know.
He just walked across and this is where he gets up. Oh my, he should have actually checked his corners though.
Second time happening. Nobody checks his corners. And now Genesis Dogma will have the run of their lifetime here.
Another lob. Straight towards the side of EVOS Esports, but they are all covered in smokes. They should be pretty much safe to go. Meanwhile, RQ Ryu, this is their best performance so far throughout the entirety of the day, and they still have a lot of all these members intact. And speaking of which, I kind of jinxed them. Another nade flies right through. Meanwhile, Riff from afar catches another one, and that is going to be another player of Eagle Esports down on the ground. Chopper, he doesn't really have that much health. He needs to really get a little bit of assistance or even get his healings up. So that's going to be 2 players left. Meanwhile, the Infinity have taken too many fights at one go. 4 rivals with the most frags, but it's Dakon holding on to the frag, and that will be it. RQ still managed to rake in all these huge solid points. And this, we only have 6 more teams remaining. We are seeing MS Chonburi losing out TG13, and that's NFT bringing the pain.
All these happening for RRQ, and they haven't lost a single member just yet. EVOS VIP and EVOS Reborn wants to make that. What? Changing the fact here, RedFace just going straight in, sprays them down. Nepraki to fall on whiff. They still have equal members running down from the high ground. This has been spotted out from the tree lines. They will take him down. Mort takes down EVOS, but unfortunately, the one member of EVOS will be the upset that kicks them up to the curb.
They got the perfect tenor out there, and EVOS, they're still rampaging in Erangel. And I guess that we talked about this early on. It's just about time for the side of EVOS to, of course, catch up to speed. Now, we are also looking at Microboy to be able to provide assistance to the side of KF, as Genesis Dogma somehow avoided many of all these scuffles, staying prone right under their bellies. And now they have to face off against 4 rivals as their closest competitor with only 2 members behind. When we look at the split formation here, it could be very risky for 4 rivals if Riff does not provide assistance when Genesis Dogma choose to pick them up.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the split screens here. We have perspectives on each of the teams remaining. Guns are shot fire. Genesis Dogma taking a little bit of hit. That should reveal positioning. 4 rivals stood up. They have the info. Can they capitalize on this one? No, they played it passive a little bit. Meanwhile, MSC going up against EVOS Reborn. EVOS, they advance forward. Still in this match, it's MSC that gets taken out. Genesis Dogma to fall on whiff. It becomes a 1v1 between 4 rivals and EVOS Reborn. Of course, one being a team.
Well, make that a 2v2. Tag team duos going up against each other, and it's Microboy taking out Rev. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Information being provided towards Pamburu. The problem is he's by the outskirts of the blue, so he's only having the cover of the Sia here to get a little bit of those angles to squeeze right by. Microboy might have actually known his position, and the problem is there's honestly not too many places to hide, so you can see that EVOS currently can go in for the free roam attack. EVOS Reborn currently pressing forward. They have to also move inwards through the circle as well. This isn't going to be a good look. But Pamburu, you've seen him clutch many of these moments when it comes down to the PMPL MYSG League. Now,
look at that.
You have to take on one of their biggest opponents right in front of him. I think he's got the angles going through, but the problem is, how much can he unload? He doesn't really have helmets out there. Shots being fired, scares him off a little bit, and he gets that in the crosshair. He's looking for the Microboy, and this will be it. EVOS Reborn claims chicken dinner number 3.
My God.